Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the AYSBERG booth at Logitrans. This year it's the 9th Logitrans exhibition in Istanbul. It's the sister exhibition of the worldwide leading transportation and logistics exhibition, Transport and Logistics, which is taking part every second year in Munich. Next to me is sitting Armağan Bey. He is a Marketing and Strategy Planning Senior Manager at Ford Otosan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Armağan Bey, first of all, congratulations. Ford Otosan's commercial vehicle division has become 55 years old.
Correct.
How does it feel?
Well, I mean, we are really proud of it. And we hope we will go more 50 years, in the future.
Is it, from your point of view, is the Ford Otosan commercial story, is it a success story so far?
It is definitely a success story. It has been started with Vehbi Koç being assigned as a Ford dealer in Ankara.
In the 60 years, right?
In 1928.
1928 already?
1928, correct. And then Ford Otosan started as a F600 trucks manufacturer in 1959, and then story began.
Ford Trucks, Armağan Bey, is a trademark of the US OEM Ford Motor Company and the Koç Holding. We are under us. Who of the both parties is the pace and the decision maker in this relationship?
Well, actually, after 1997, now both Ford Motor Company and Koç Group have equal shares, so 41% each. And it is also same has been applied to the management side as well. So at the Ford Otosan board, there are also equal members from Ford Motor Company and from Koç Group, and also at the company management side as well. So we have a general manager from Ford Otosan side, from Koç side, and then deputy general manager from Ford side. And then next time they are switching, so we will have a general manager from
that's a common model.
Ford Motor Company, and the deputy general manager from Koç Group. So the relationship is going great at every decision, every investment side. Both parties, are discussing. They are doing the business analysis, and they are agreeing all together. But the process, the flow is very smooth at the management side. So the relationship is going really well.
You have produced in your Turkish plant in Eskişehir
Correct.
so far 200,000 trucks. We are here at Logitrans. Mainly the main visitors and exhibitors are transportation-based companies. What is the global truck strategy of Ford?
Actually, right now we are operating in 17 countries.
17.
Okay? 17, and in 3 continents. But we are expanding. With the Euro 6 introduction, next year in Turkey, Turkey is switching to Euro 6 regulation, which is already applicable in Europe right now.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so starting with 2016, we will also expand our global export strategy to East Europe and Mid Europe, and then to other countries. Our target by 2020 is operating in 50 countries.
In 50 countries?
50. And for example, last week, we opened a new forest dealer in Casablanca. And we will continue opening new forest dealers in all around the world, in North Africa, in Gulf countries, in Russia. We already are operating in Russia, but we will open some more dealers there. in Europe, in Poland, in Czech Republic. So we are expanding in all around.
Are you talking in this context about Ford trucks or Ford Otosan?
Ford trucks, actually.
Ford trucks. What is the role of Ford Otosan in this global production game of Ford trucks?
Ford Otosan actually is the main producer here. Actually, Ford trucks has been manufactured in 2 countries currently, in Turkey and in Brazil.
Brazil.
Right now. Brazil, yeah, in Sao Paulo.
Is the production still going on?
It is going on. They are also producing Ford Cargo, and we launched a new 1846 tractor by 2013, a common product, which is being manufactured in both cities, in Eskişehir and also in Sao Paulo, in Brazil.
Actually, the automotive industry is suffering from different market developments. For example, we had some promising markets like Russia, like Brazil. Russia is affected from the EU bans, embargoes.
Yep.
Then Brazil is actually showing a recession. How does this affect the truck strategy of Ford and especially Ford Otosan in Turkey?
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you know, heavy commercial vehicles are the first affected ones from the economical conditions. So whenever there's an economical crisis,
you will hit hard as the first one, like the steel industry.
Exactly. It is the first one that has been affected, and it is also the first one that, whenever things go well, it is the first one that starts growing, starts improving. So same is applying to, Ford Otosan, because for those BRIC countries, we are operating in all of them except India. So with Brazil, as I explained, we are producing a common product. We have operations Ford has operations in Brazil. In Russia, we have operations as Ford Otosan managing those operations. In China, we made some license agreements, and we are also working with a Chinese automotive company, Jiangling Motor Company,
for production
JMC.
Or dealership business?
Well, actually, in the future, for production, we currently made some license agreements for our EcoTorque engine and for also the Ford Trucks cabin with China, with JMC company. So the production is being started in China as well. And we are operating in all those countries. Of course, the crisis, the recessions affect us a lot. But, we are a global company, and global companies have strategic plans, long-term plans. And we believe that they will end, and the industry will grow in those countries as well. And that's what we are getting prepared currently, and we are ready for the future.
Armağan Bey, in the automotive industry, production is mainly run in globally production networks. How is the Eskişehir plant involved in global production networks? Are you only producing locally for the Turkish market and solely by your own? Do you have a full plant in this context? Or are you embedded into a global production network with painting shops, etc.? Or are you supplying with components other markets?
Okay. Currently, we are producing in Eskişehir, and we are exporting to the assigned countries, as I explained. Currently 17 countries we are exporting except Russia. In Russia, we made a license agreement with a manufacturing company in Kaliningrad. We are sending kits from our İnönü plant, and they are doing the installation there.
Assembling.
Yeah, as a SKD production. It started actually in April this year. So except Russia, we are sending from our Eskişehir İnönü plant to our assigned markets. And yes, we are doing the engineering work as well. We have an engineering team. We have a product development engineering center here in Istanbul. Actually, we opened it beginning of this year. Currently,
how many employees?
Yeah, there are around 1,400 engineers.
Seriously?
Correct.
Turkish ones or international background?
Mostly Turkish, and they are doing not only local Turkish market engineering, but they are also doing some engineering work to Ford Motor Company as well. And more than 500 engineers are fully dedicated to truck business, Ford trucks. So they are doing engineering, like for example, for the GCC countries, they are engineering a hot climate pack for our trucks. For Russia, they are making cold climate pack stuff. And for Europe, Euro 6 installation, Euro 6 engine, some other regulatory items as well. And we are also developing our own engine. EcoTorque engine, currently that we are using in our products, are fully engineered and manufactured by Ford Otosan.
By the way, feel free to take some sweet. They are very delicious.
Thank you.
You mentioned quite often Russia. Is Turkey able to take benefit of the EU embargo between European countries, the US and Russia? What do you think personally?
Well, Russia, is a very important country for us, and it has really a big potential for the truck industry as well. That is why, we are currently having a CKD operation in Russia. We have our office there. We assigned a country manager. We send a country manager from Turkey in Russia. He's living there. He has his own team there, and we have some dealers in Russia, and we definitely see potential, and we want to expand in Russia. The relationship with Europe and Russia, we are at the same distance. We are having same approach to all countries. I mean, this is business, so we will also expand in Europe, in East Europe next year, and same strategy will be applied to Europe and to Russia, to GCC countries, to North Africa. This is business.
How interesting are the markets in the CIS region, country of independent states, for example, Kazakhstan, etc.? Is this a market for Ford trucks?
That is right, yes. And we are also having operations in those markets as well. We have some dealers there.
How about Iran?
Distributors. Iran, currently, we are not working with Iran. We are at the end of today, and Ford Motor Company, currently there are some restrictions with Iran, so we're not working with Iran
maybe
right
in the
now,
future.
But in the future, of course.
Inshallah.
Why not? Inshallah. Why not?
You mentioned the new R&D center, research and development here in Istanbul. When we are sitting here at Logitrans, and many of our exhibitors and visitors are transport companies, especially in mature countries, transportation companies are very sensitive on total cost of ownership issues, repair and maintenance, etc. Well, telematics is a keyword in this context. Which contribution could Ford Otosan or Ford Trucks do in this context for increasing efficiency in the transportation industry?
That is the key one, especially for the heavy commercial sector. The cost of ownership is the first priority for the purchasing decision. Yeah, and we really pay a lot of attention to cost of ownership. With our with the 1846 tractor that we launched in 2013, we also launched a fleet system, fleet management system named Filobil, and it is really a very technology improved system. It follows around 25 metrics in the vehicle, including the AdBlue level, the fuel level,
temperature,
the temperature, lots of things, and you can really get a very good report for the fleet manager.
Is it developed by Ford Otosan or by Ford internationally?
It has been developed by Ford Otosan engineering team, electrical engineering team. And we are currently using that system in all our, especially tractors. And starting with next year, with our new Euro 6 engines, the fuel economy is very critical. That is also one of the, very critical items in the cost of ownership side. So we are concentrating on fuel economy with Euro 6 engines, and we will achieve really good levels with our fuel economy. And also, there are some new regulations. There will be new regulations in Turkey starting with next year. The lane departure system, the advanced emergency brake system.
By the way, are you offering special driver training?
Yes. We have a Ford Trucks Driving Academy.
Where is it located?
It is located in the F1, the Formula track. It's located there.
On the Asian side of Istanbul.
Yeah, on Istanbul, in
close
Gebze.
to Sabiha Gökçen.
Yeah, very close to Sabiha Gökçen. We have a driving academy there. To our fleets, whenever there's a request from them, we are going to their sites and giving trainings to their drivers, or maybe doing some real-life tests with our professional drivers.
What is the market reaction, by the way, on that?
What is
the market reaction?
Well, actually, they really, the fleet drivers really like it, because first they come to us and say that, okay, my average fuel consumption levels are, for example, 35 liters. Is it good or bad? They are asking to us. Our first reaction is, let's see, let's measure it. Then we are sending a professional driver to their site, and he is spending one full day with his drivers. He is driving the vehicles on their routes with their normal loads, etc. And then he's making the examinations, he's making the calculations, and then he's coming to the fleet manager and saying that, look, you told me 35 liters, but I achieved 29 liters, for example. And your drivers can meet that level as well if we give them trainings. And then he collects all the drivers, he trains them, and they really achieve very good results. And it is very well appreciated by the fleet managers, fleet owners.
Many professionals outside of Turkey do not expect that the transportation market in Turkey is that hard. For example, I know companies where the fuel is exactly counted until the border to Kapıkule, Svilengrad, where each stop on the route up to Central Europe is calculated very, very tough. So this could be an approach to help also to be more efficient and to secure sustainable profitability in the Turkish logistics market.
Exactly.
We look back to Turkish political and economical year with a lot of ups and downs. We saw the Turkish lira was devaluated.
Yeah.
Many investors put their money and shifted towards other markets. From your point of view, from Ford Otosan Trucks division, how was the year?
Well, actually, till June, till the first elections, the market was really well. It was actually
up to summer.
Up to summer. It was actually better than our expectations, the market. And then after the June elections, and starting with August and September time, due to the political instability, the market has been gone down a little bit. But then by November elections, now I think everything seems to be stabilized, and we are also expecting that.
We likely will see again investment plans from the Turkish companies.
Exactly.
Because they hold their budget back up
Correct.
to the election now in November.
And we can realize it in the market right now. So everyone now feels a little bit stable, a little bit comfortable right now. So now the purchasing, they all started buying trucks. So everything will be better within the coming months. That's our guess right now.
Armağan Bey, after celebrating 55 years of Ford Otosan Trucks division, what are your goals for next year? And
Well,
what comes next?
Next comes new products, but that will be a surprise next year. So I won't mention our new trucks. But next year, as I mentioned, we are switching to Euro 6. I mean, Turkey is going to Euro 6 regulations. And we are currently ready with our engine and with our products for Euro 6. And we are also doing some long-term strategies as well. So we are getting prepared for 2018, 2020 with our international markets expansion. So we never stop. We are always looking at the future, and we are developing, we are investing. We never stop, and we are glad with that one. We believe in our country, we believe in our business, we believe in our partners, and that's what we are doing.
And we will be waiting and patient for your new products?
Yes. Next year we can have this speech, and you will see our products.
Hopefully.
Next year, yeah.
I will be excited.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining our AYSBERG Tea&Talk interview.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you.